Hey folks, and I'm back. Yeah, I ran out of recording space. It's actually funny, a bit after I ran out of space, I was making a point, but, oh, I need to check to make sure I don't run out of space. I've actually completed these two quests, and what I was saying here was just, he's trying to be deep and mystical, but I'm not sure how much got cut off. I only saw that, oh, 4 videos, I was talking about it, and there's only 4 seconds to it. And I think I was still pretty early on in making the point. But it was basically, he was being deep and mystical, but it just made me think, like, so, you can't have any issue if I just take your stuff and trip you with it. Because it's past, there's nothing to talk about. It's needless to speak about it, and it's needless to blame. Just, smart ass. But anyway, I am going to abandon both of these and take them again and do them again. You face 4 sprites in Dawning Valley, but the 4 sprites in this grove are a different breed, crueler and more dangerous. If you clear some of these sprites out, the spirits would thank you. I need to get to uploading badly. I am tired, Yanae. I must rest. We have a ritual to perform, but we require some of the charms from this grove. If you wander the grove, you should see them hanging all hanging from the trees. If it does not permit me, if it does not offend one as young as you, will you permit me to sit and recover my strength while you gather these charms? I'm not sure if I'll upload the 4 second video thing. It feels a little weird to do so, but at the same time, it's like, why not? It feels wrong, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know what? It's there, so you know what the feck I'm talking about. So yeah, that's basically it. It just, you know what that guy was over there saying, what past is needless to be talked about. It just reminds me, there's something, it's going for the, I can't remember the show, but in the ad it's like there's 3 rules, and one of the rules is you can't talk about the past. So obviously they mean before you came to that place. No one's allowed to leave, and you're not allowed to talk about the outside world. What you knew of it and whatnot. But due to the phrasing, it's just like, basically, I would love someone to just start punching. I was like, hey, remember, no talking about the past. You know, total smartass. Because they're just taking them at face value. Yes, I pissed in your whiskey, but we're not allowed to talk about the past. So stop it. So live in the present, mate. As you can see, yes, it definitely looks like staves have started turning into trees. Remember, there was the thing about the original guy? Okay, 4 more scamps and a single charm. It's sad that you can never come back here. It'd be nice to revisit, you know? But like I said before, maybe we will in a later expansion. Like, you know, this turtle just wandering around, you know? Then again, I think it's magical protection. I was just going to, protection of some kind. Giant turtle condom. But basically that, you know. There's the Legion, there's shit going on. Maybe something will happen. Probably not. Actually, yeah, since I'll be focusing on the alts for a while, to get them caught up, to some degree, I'm gonna fall a bit behind with 7.2. I won't be getting into 7.2 content for, well, the way I've been thinking about it, 2 months. A month of subscription time dedicated to the alts, then a month of subscription time dedicated to more time. No, Final Fantasy 14. then I can get some, you know, main stuff done again. At least then, hopefully, there'll be catch-up mechanics to if I fall behind with the whole soul shard quest Illidan thing. If you get soul shards for Illidan, for a thing to do with Illidan, basically, in Legion. It's not too much of a spoiler to say Illidan's important.
My time is passing, but your time
And there's a fucking retcon, and it's irritating. It's one thing to make a retcon that's small and it's just like, you fucked up. It's still irritating that there's a retcon, but it's one thing. But this retcon is like a fanboy is at the helm, and it's like, oh, Illidan's so perfect, he's so great, and you hurt my, you know, my husband do, so you're evil. Me. And it's just, ugh. Basically, Naru starts, you know, like, it outright tells you that this is an Illidan's redemption story. It's yours. The being of good ignores Illidan's slavery, murder, attempted destruction of Azeroth. It was unintentional, but he nearly destroyed Azeroth. It completely ignores this, wipes it away, and pretends he's some pure angel. Like, if you're working for a thing, know the fucking lore. It's one thing, like, a friend of mine was talking about a novel that he read, Blood Angel series, I think, or whatever it's called. Dark Angel, whatever. And the heroes in it, like, one of them said, oh, it's only a slave, you know? But the thing is, that works there. They're for people. The Naru are beings of pure good, as far as I know. They can't be fought in that way. And he certainly wouldn't want them to be fought in that way. A doll can ascend people directly to the afterlife. That is how powerful they are. They never die. They will never take... This one guy was infected with the plague of undeath. He was going to turn. Tons of different things couldn't cure him. So a doll just raises him to the afterlife. He will never taste the death. He'll never taste undeath. He's just, boom, afterlife. You wouldn't want one of these beings incredibly flawed. But yet there's one willing to brush away in slavery, mind domination, general evil fuckery, you know? And he also had a wing full of concubines. We have no idea why they're there. Like, did they sign up? You know, did they go to the local Force thing and sign up to be Illidan's concubine? Force is a job centre. For those who don't know, you can get training and different things there. It's an Irish thing. Like, did they sign up there or what? Or did he, you know, kidnap them? You know? And concubines, you kind of sleep with them, you know, rape. If they're, you know. So basically there's a, well, let's even ignore that one. I'm going a bit extreme there, but, you know, he's a character with shades of grey that, due to the writers seemingly not knowing it, have gotten away with it, have ignored it. Maybe I just haven't, like, I haven't fully gone through the storyline. Maybe it's acknowledged later. Maybe, you know, it just hasn't been brought up yet. Maybe that's the case. But due to the way they're spacing it out, it would take me 8 weeks at the minimum to get through get all the soul shards. So that, with that blocking, it really, I know it kind of takes away any leniency I would have with that, because it's not a case of like, oh, you know, if I went 10 minutes further in, it would explain it. It's 8 weeks of content. I have to come on and run 10 heroics once a week, or a few mythics, like 2-3 mythics at the minimum, depending on the mythic's level. I might have to run 1 if it's a level 10 mythic, you know, a few mythics a week for 8 weeks, and then I can see more content. But yeah, just due to that gating and whatnot, it's I know I've less leniency with it. But yeah, it's like a fanboy's writing it, and like, if you're a fan of a character, fair enough. I'm sure most writers are fans of some of their characters, but you need to recognize you are one, and put that to one side, you know, and write them properly. Just because you think they're a good character, or a great character, the best one in the thing, doesn't mean that the world should now alter and any bad thing they do be retconned out. At least as it seemingly is. But yeah, the concubines, as far as I know, they were never explained. They were just there. And they weren't. It's not like they were just demon ones. Well, there were demon ones there, but they looked human and blood elf, you know. And when they went to attack you, they didn't turn into demons. They stayed trying to fist fight you, you know, as if they were human and a blood elf. And some of the men serving them were like mind controlled. The word wasn't, but they were mind controlled, but they had like mind dominated, or you know, some magic thing to it. So it's just like, you know, if that's done to them, what about the others? You know, it was not done to them too, and it's just not said in their title. Yeah, it's just like, you know, basically my point is, Odin has you know, many dark elements to him. He's shades of grey, and the writers seems to not know that. So yeah, I'm just a little irritated over that. You know, here's the thing. I'm actually an aspiring writer. I aspire to be an aspiring writer. I have an idea. Well, that's mostly a joke. I have an idea. I want to, you know, I want to write my own novel, novel series, whatever. We'll see how long it ends up being. And you know, if people are ever making adaptations, I will be terrible. I would have to inherently distance myself from the project. Not as there's any criticism of the people, just because, like, if to make the slightest change, I'll be just breathing down their neck, like, because I'll be fuming, like, stick with this stuff. I'm very, you know, let's just blame it on the OCD there, right? That's the nicest way to do it. Nicest thing to do. But yeah, like, I will be terrible too in that regard. As you can see here, I'm obsessive with the WoW lore, even though they don't stick to their own lore anyway. Like, between Warcraft and WoW, you know, the lore is retconned and changed constantly. The places of things have been altered. For example, here, let's log out for a second. Just wanted to show you a place on the map. I don't quite remember its name, but if I see it, I'll remember it. So just have to give it a sec. Chandolin, let's go to you. We just need to take a quick drink. Ugh. But yeah, I will be terrible to try and, like, adapt my content. If someone wanted to adapt my content, don't know why I'm being informed of this, I already know. But yeah, I'll be terrible in those cases, because it's just, I would want it to be, like, sticking very close to what I have set down. If they were doing something, well, I could see myself being more understanding of variances in it in one case, but it'll be a case of how would you say it? You know how, like, in the Witcher games you can get multiple choices, like, you know, say if it follows some story in the books, like, it's, you know, like some story there, the choices are there, like, to follow exactly the way the book goes, but then there'll be other choices that, you know, change things, you know. That's the only way I could see it work, you know, me not being pissy, but I'm sure there's other ways. It's just I'm obsessive about things not being altered and whatnot. But that's just me. So anyway, let's just check the map. Detnell, Brill. I don't remember, but anyway, there was a place over here before. Like, the map has changed, and it was like Brill or Det now over here, and now that's over in Terraceville. The Elwyn Forest looks completely different to the way it was in Warcraft 3. There was, it just looks completely different, basically. And, there's plenty of retcons, plenty of changes with the WoW lore, so this is just another one on the pile, I don't see why part of me is, why I'm so annoyed over it. Like I'm saying, there's quite a lot of those changes, quite a lot of those retcons and whatnot. So it's just like, it's consistency is lacking in some parts, Then again, maybe I'm being a little harsh, but regardless. Let's head back here and turn this quest in at long fucking last.
Where you pass, greatness follows.
The spirits thank you, monk. Rest feels good. The burdens of life have become a great weight after so many years. You come true, as you always have. You truly are one of my greatest students. I think you will be something the likes of which the world has never seen. This journey shall be yours to undertake without me. It shall soon be yours to undertake without me. Stay for a few moments and listen to an old man's words. Let my knowledge serve as a foundation for yours, that you might be greater than I ever was.
For 3,000 years, we have passed the knowledge of our people down. Elder to youth, master to student. Every elder reaches the day when he must pass on and plant his stave with the staves of his ancestors. Today is the day when my staff joins these woods. Our people have lived the whole of their lives on this great turtle, Shenzin Su. But not in hundreds of years has anyone spoken to him. Now Shenzin Su is ill, and we are all in danger. With the help of the elements, you will break the silence. You will speak to him. Acer and G have retrieved the spirits and brought them here. You are to go with them. Speak to the great Shenzin Su and do what must be done to save our people. You've come far, my young student. I see within you a great hero. I leave the fate of this land to you.
So as you can see, this story about the other guy, just his staff sprouting and taking root and whatnot, it was completely accurate. It wasn't, as the kid said, impossible. So yes, kind of makes me think. Remember that scene from Kung Fu Panda? Yeah. But yeah, I know.
Asa and I can hang out here. You know, just the two of us.
Do not listen to him. We've got work to do.
You need to be more clear for her, mate. I know, Yanae. I know. Such is the way of things. Now is not the time to grieve. The boon is ready. Shenzin Su awaits. We shall be the first Pandaren to speak to Shenzin Su in hundreds of years. It is a great honor. Again, in hundreds of years, they have not been to Pandaren homeland. They've not, presumably, haven't taken on any Pandaren. Because that's where you get to, where Pandaren are, and if they haven't visited, they wouldn't get any more. And they've never mentioned anyone visiting them. Ever. So, there's been no mention of it. So, yes, that basically brings back to my point of they're probably all cousins. But anyway, inbred Pandaren aside,